Hi, welcome back to my channel. So glad you tuned in. So this channel is for men who want to be Renaissance men, or perhaps are Renaissance men, and want to learn a little bit more about it. So you've been considered a Renaissance man by friends or family or acquaintance, and it's meant as a compliment. You don't declare yourself that, but someone would call you that because of the way you behave and some other things that, of course, we talk about on this channel. Okay, first of all, please turn on your closed caption feature. So throat cancer has left me with a voice that is difficult to understand. So if you would put closed caption on, you won't miss what I'm trying to say. All right, Renaissance man, let's do this. 5 characteristics of a Renaissance man. You're going to be well-groomed, well-spoken, well-mannered, well-dressed, and have a well-rounded education. So those are 5 characteristics that help you understand what a Renaissance man is. Of course, we have to drill down into details because it's just not these 5 things. So for example, let me get my notes. For example, is a Renaissance man dependable? Yes, always. A Renaissance man is always dependable. That means, what does that mean? It means you're reliable, you're trustworthy, you're honorable, you're capable of being depended on, you're worthy of trust. Trustworthy. Good to your word. Good to your word. You're honest, and you have their back if that's what needs to be done. You're consistent in performance or behavior. Consistent in performance or behavior. You're someone who can be counted on to follow through with your commitments, meet deadlines, and fulfill obligations. You're reliable. You can be counted on to do those things. All right. Renaissance man is always these things. But a word of caution, don't let people take advantage of you. It happens. You can have friends or family members who will try to take advantage of your dependability and your generosity. You want to be careful. You read about the ancient samurai at the end of that samurai period, Meiji era, late 1800s, where Japan was transitioning from a feudal country that was in a state of civil war for hundreds of years to a more modern Western-style government and way of running the country. That happened at about the end of the 1800s. Well, the samurai were always good to their word. It was something you could always count on with the samurai. If they gave you their word, they would rather die than not fulfill that commitment. So some of the samurai tried to go into business. Well, for a samurai, your word and a handshake was all that you needed to invest your money or to perform some service. But businessmen, on the other hand, knew that the only thing that really counts is what you have written on paper, what you have agreed to, and you can prove it on paper. So there are many instances where samurai were taken advantage of because the businessmen that they were dealing with weren't quite as honorable as they were. Modern day, okay, you certainly can easily have a family member or a friend who will use you consistently to bail them out of some situation or to provide them with some funds, temporary or long-term, and they will expect you to always be there and always be the dependable man you are. Well, let's not get ridiculous. Let's not let people take advantage of us. So if you feel that way, if you feel like someone is taking advantage of, you need to stop it right there and explain to them, this is it. Last time I'm going to help you. Next time you call me, I'm going to hang up the phone. All right? Tough love, but sometimes that's necessary. And you can help with that by being very careful when you give your word and when you make a promise. As far as I'm concerned, if I tell someone, one of my children, that I promise to do something, I have to do it. I have to do it. I could not live with myself if I didn't follow through. If I say I promise, it's going to happen. Or if you just give someone your word, say, all right, I will do that, you have my word. Okay, if you say that, you are, as far as I'm concerned, you are absolutely stuck. Your requirement is to follow through because you gave your word. All right. So if I'm careful with how and when I make a promise, or how and when I give my word, I will save myself a lot of headaches as I live my life. Okay, so give this some thought, and yeah, Renaissance man is always dependable. That needs to be you as well. All right, so thank you so much for tuning in. Please hit like, hit subscribe. That helps us so much. And certainly share this video if you know of a young man, particularly, but any man who might benefit from these messages. Please share this with them. No cost. It's free. I'm doing this because I feel the need to say these things and try to help men younger than I am. Be more than they are. Be what they can be. Be a Renaissance man. All right. Thank you. God bless.